So, I really don't know what to say about this. So we recently hit 20,000 subscribers. That's pretty crazy, and I really have no idea how to react to it. I mean, I never thought that I would ever, like, sort of come this far. When I first started YouTube, what my goal was, my ultimate goal, and I felt like if I could do this, then I truly would have been successful in terms of YouTube. And all I wanted to do was just get 100 people to just sort of like consistently watch my channel. And I thought, like, if I could get 100 people to watch my channel, dude, I'm so cool. That's like 100 people, like 100 people. That's amazing. So yeah, that was sort of my original thinking when I wanted to start YouTube, and that was many years ago. That was actually a couple of channels ago too. The channel where I really sort of dug my feet in and really wanted to try to be a YouTuber was sort of an old channel now, and I haven't like uploaded on that channel in like a year, and it was rough. It was not a good channel. It was not by any means something that you would consider to be like a popular or cool channel. It sucked. And that's one thing about being like, I guess, a bigger YouTuber now, which I don't think I can really say that. I'm still not like big, but I mean, from being like a 20K YouTuber, one thing that I've always will never ever forget in my entire life is what it was like to be a tiny little YouTube channel that nobody gives a fuck about. I remember being like this tiny YouTuber who was lucky if like a couple hundred people watched my videos, and just like constantly posting even though no one's watching, just posting. Like, if I keep trying, if I try harder, if I try different search engine techniques, or if I try different video topics, if I try playing different games, and just constantly trying, it's so crazy. And I don't know, man, it really chokes me up in a special way, because I've been on YouTube for so long, if not like as a YouTuber, as like just someone observing YouTube. And one of the phenomena of YouTube that just really like has always kind of bugged me is that I'm definitely not the best YouTuber in the world, and there are definitely really amazing channels out there, amazing channels, great channels, channels even better than mine, that, you know, just don't have very many viewers or very many subscribers, and that usually goes one of two ways. And when I see channels that are like that, it's usually either that they aren't really sure how to do like search engine optimization and just sort of like getting their name out there. How do you make a video that a lot of people will watch? And in other cases, if it's not that, then it's just some other just mysterious thing that I can't like pin down as to why some of these amazing channels don't have like more subscribers. There are a lot of great, amazing channels, especially here in the TF2 community. I was talking about just like on YouTube in general, there are a lot of great channels. In the TF2 community, there are so many great channels. It's incredible. It's crazy. There are so many amazing channels that are so much fun to watch. And I just, you know, I'm lucky, like in the literal sense of that's my tagline. I'm the luckiest guy in the world, but like I'm really super lucky, and I'm really super like thankful to all of you guys who like stuck around this whole time. There was some people who like messaged me and saying, yeah, I subscribed to you back when you had 100 subscribers. Like, that absolutely blows my mind. And that's just something I've just been holding in for a long time. For like this whole, I started this YouTube channel about a year ago, a little less than a year ago, about like last December-ish, I want to say. No, January, I think. I don't know. That's a long time ago, but last year. And I've just been holding that in this whole time, from like the first video that I uploaded on this channel just sort of strangely went viral and just sort of shot up to 100,000 views, which I never expected that to happen. I just wanted to post a video because, as I said, I used to be a YouTuber on a different channel, and I was trying all of these different things, and this was around the time that Titanfall was gonna come out, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be a Titanfall YouTuber. Forget Call of Duty, forget Battlefield. I'm gonna be a Titanfall player. So I save up so much money to buy myself a gaming computer, and there's a whole story behind that, and maybe I'll talk about that another time. But just to stay on track, I basically get this computer and I start playing PC games, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so much fun, this is so much better than console. And I start playing TF2 because one of my friends who I used to play on console with, he bought himself a gaming computer, so we would just play TF2 together because I spent all my money on the computer and I couldn't afford games. So we would play TF2. And what I absolutely loved about TF2 was that even if I died some absolutely ridiculous way, it was always still fun. Like, no matter what happened in TF2, it was always fun. And there's always like new hats to find and new weapons and unlockables, but just the experience of I used to play a lot of Call of Duty, and I mean like a lot of Call of Duty, like a lot. And I've never been an angry person in my life until I started playing Call of Duty. I've never been an angry person. So when I started playing Call of Duty a lot, I would get so mad because it's such bullshit sometimes. Probably my favorite example is if you're running around, let's say you have a shotgun and you see a guy, you're like, alright, I'm gonna kill this guy. You shoot your shotgun, you pump like 3 shotgun rounds into this guy, and then he presses, I think it's the X button, I don't even remember anymore, and he basically lunges across the map, knifes you, you instantly die after you just shot like this guy in the face with a shot. I don't know, that still pisses me off. So basically, I was coming from that kind of environment, if you know what I mean, to the TF2 community, and that's a big leap. That's a huge leap. And I remember starting playing TF2, and even if I got sort of ran over by a WM1 Pyro, or if I got killed by some random sentry, I would usually end up laughing instead of like raging. And I was like, what is this? This is so strange. I've never experienced this before in my life. Like, I'm playing a game, and I'm actually, even if I get killed, I'm not mad. What is going on here? This is crazy. This is some new kind of voodoo shit going on. So just like, I don't know. So I started playing TF2, and I kept playing it, and I kept playing it, and for my YouTube channel, my old YouTube channel, this is what I've been trying to say this whole time. As you can see, I tend to go off on random tangents, but this is sort of what I really mean. Is for my YouTube channel, I wanted to do Titanfall videos. I thought maybe I'd get into Battlefield 4. Maybe I'd get into Black Ops 2, because this was around like Black Ops 2 times, or maybe this was pretty late in Black Ops 2's life cycle. I wanted to do all these games, but at the same time, I know how fucking frustrating these games are, and I'm loving TF2 so much. I'm thinking to myself, if only I could be a TF2 YouTuber, I would be so happy. I would be like, that's the only thing I want. If only I could play TF2 instead of like all of these other frustrating games. And I don't even know what happened, but just like out of nowhere, I'm playing this brand new, well, actually I don't think it was new at the time, but this new man versus machine mode, 2 cities. Wow, this looks pretty extreme, and I had no expectation of getting anything valuable out of it. I didn't care really. I just kind of like man versus machine. I think it's kind of a fun game mode, so I just wanted to play. And that's my #1 advice to anyone who is looking to play man versus machine to try to get valuable shit. My #1 advice is don't play it for value. Play it only if you enjoy it. If you don't enjoy the game, if you don't enjoy man versus machine, then you're really just punishing yourself. Don't play man versus machine for value. So for those of you out there who are wondering about that, that's what I think about that. So I'm playing man versus machine, and I'm playing through it. It's taking forever, and I'm getting like all of these like noobish players, and I'm a noobish player too. As far as 2 cities is concerned, I had no idea what I was doing, and I don't know, I just sort of suffered through it. And after like maybe 5 hours of playing man versus machine, I get like this Australian rocket launcher drop, and I'm just like, oh, that's pretty cool. But that's probably, everyone gets that. There's probably nothing special about it. And then I start like looking up the stats on it, and then my eyes like bug out, like, what the fuck is happening? And I don't know. And it's like, it was like a message to me. It was like, if there was ever a time to try to start a YouTube channel for TF2, this would be the perfect opportunity. It's like the golden ticket has literally just fell into my lap, because I really, like, I wanted to try to do the whole Titanfall, Call of Duty, Battlefield thing, but at the same time, I really didn't. The game that I really loved was TF2, and that's sort of why I'm even here right now, and why I'm playing it at all, is because I fucking love it as a game. And I just felt like if only I could be a TF2 YouTuber, but the market is probably too oversaturated. I'm probably too much of a noob. I probably don't have the best trading advice or whatever, the best tips and tricks, and plus there's probably a million videos of anything that I would want to do. But the one thing I have learned is that the TF2 community is definitely not closed off. It's definite, there is still a possibility of getting ahead in the TF2 community this late in the life cycle, which is amazing, because you can't say that for a lot of games. A lot of games, it's like, okay, this is popular on YouTube for maybe a year, and then that's it. And then you either have to buy the new game or you have to do something else. So TF2, surprisingly, still going strong. This is saying something about TF2. It's a pretty impressive game. Between Source Filmmaker, TF2 SFMs, between, you know, gameplays, traders, professional players, all the cool stuff that happens in silly stuff, which is I guess that technically describes my end of the spectrum, is just sort of silly, goofy TF2 stuff. There's still so much possibility to be a TF2 YouTuber, and it's that for one thing surprised me. But anyway, I'm just like, I feel like I've gotten this golden ticket, and I didn't expect it to sort of like go the way that it did. And after, you know, after a couple of months, I'm like, whoa, this video that I uploaded, it was just some shitty video I just felt like uploading, got 100,000 views, and all of a sudden all of these people are subscribing to me, and I'm like, why is this happening? And then even more time goes on, and even more of my videos kind of go viral, and more people start subscribing to me, and now we're at a little bit over a year later, and we're at 20,000 subscribers. That's 1/5 of the way to 100,000 subscribers, and that is, I think, what is it, like 10% of the way to like 200,000 subscribers? I don't know, I'm not great at math on the spot. But like, that just, I don't know, man, it blew my mind. I never expected this. I'm so thankful to you guys. I fucking love you guys, for real. And I don't know what to say. It's been amazing. This whole year has been amazing. I feel like I'm so lucky. So I just thank you guys, because I mean, I didn't do it. It was you guys who watched my videos, and who I never thought anybody would want to watch these ridiculous videos. But there are people on the internet crazy enough to want to watch my videos, which I think is awesome. So I don't know, man. It's really amazing, and it's hard to describe. As you can clearly see, I'm having a hard time putting into words how I really feel about this. So just, again, thanks again. But it's more than just like a thanks. Like, there's so much more to it. You guys are so fucking amazing. And I don't know, I can't say it enough, but I guess instead I'll just have to keep making videos. And I just feel like 100K, here we come. I'm coming for it. I'm going for it. This is not over. We're gonna take the YouTube community by storm. And I don't know, or either that, or just like make videos about dank ass kush, you know, either one. I'd be happy doing either of those things. So once again, thanks for watching. It's been Rapid. You guys have been incredible. And yeah, thanks.